Previously on the whimsical adventures of Great Aunt Peggy. Agent Carter was arrested by the SSR after her work with Howard Stark was found out. Then I set about tearing apart the office because it turned out the historical document ended on a to be continued for some reason. Also, fan service.
Entry log 7. I seem to have finally found the missing file. Hopefully now we can reach a conclusion to this latest adventure.
Agent Souza began Peggy's interrogation by laying out evidence that he had pieced together. Peggy would reveal nothing. Agent Thompson then returned to inform Chief Dooley of Agent Yauk's death. Thompson was surprised to find Faustus sitting in on Peggy's interrogation. Peggy continually tried to turn the interrogation towards Dottie, the roommate turned assassin. Jarvis then showed up claiming to have a signed confession from Howard Stark. Peggy was brought into the office where Jarvis explained that Stark would be arriving later that night. Dooley stated that Peggy and Jarvis would only be released upon Stark's arrival. Peggy was also fired from the SSR. In private, Jarvis explained to Peggy that he actually forged Stark's confession. While they were waiting, Peggy and Jarvis witnessed a conversation between Faustus and Dottie, who was in the building across the street, and both knew that Leviathan would soon be coming. Peggy informed Dooley and the others about Jarvis's forgery and tried to warn them about Faustus. They didn't believe her. Peggy started explaining the reasons for her actions, the rush to judgment on Howard Stark and the downright mistreatment by her male co-workers of her. Then she gave them the vial of Captain America's blood. Dooley wasn't fully convinced, but he did dispatch a team across the street to try to take out Dottie. Unfortunately, Faustus began going to work on Dooley, hypnotizing him, and he witnessed the team crossing the street. The team that was dispatched across the street had members get off on each floor of the building. Agent Souza got off on the floor that Dottie was occupying. He held his own in the fight, but she was able to give him the slip and then killed another SHIELD agent before escaping. Dooley took Peggy and Jarvis into the interrogation room and then locked them in, breaking the key off in the lock as he did. Dooley then took Faustus down to the research lab. After kicking out the scientists, Faustus took one last Stark convention and left Dooley. Faustus then hooked back up with Dottie, and the two drove away, giving the SSR agents the slip. Agent Thompson then arrived to free Peggy and Jarvis. They then came across Chief Dooley, who had a prototype Stark body armor attached to him that was wired to explode. SSR scientists were unable to remove the armor, so Dooley sacrificed himself by jumping out of a window before exploding. To be continued. Again.
Again? They did it again? It took me a week to find this document. Well, hopefully it'll take less time to find the next one. See you then. again? They did it again? You ended... It's okay, Cat. I'm not yelling at you.